Okay, we got another game here. Pixel Buddha. Let's see what you got. If you play the King's Indian, I'm not playing knight f3. Let's see if I can... It looks like you are. d6 is probably coming. So I'm going to play here. You're going to play d6, right? Yep. f3. Finally got that in. Okay. So now the question becomes, like, what's my plan? So I think what I'm going to do is, well, first of all, I'm going to threaten to win a pawn here. Okay. So, he's got this knight sort of entrenched. And whatever. I mean, it can be a little annoying, but sort of limits my freedom a little bit. I think a knight there is better than a pawn there. Now, I want to play f4, or maybe bishop h6. I guess I kind of have to play f4 now. I definitely don't want him to play f4. Trying to think of other options. Like, if I play bishop h6, he plays f5 or f4. I don't want to take it, because that just helps him develop his bishop. If I play f4, what does he do? If he takes, he's got 1, 2, 3 on it. I've got 1, 2, 3 on it. But one can be removed, but I take back with another knight. I'm fine. Okay, let's do it. I wonder if he expected that. So the thing is, if he takes here, I have to take with the bishop. Because if I take with the knight, I'm losing a pawn. I don't know. I feel like this F3 line should give me more here. I probably didn't play this quite right. Maybe this bishop belongs on g5 instead of, only on e3. I think threatening to win the pawn here, prompting this advance wasn't the best. I don't know. After this, maybe I should have taken with the g-pawn, or sorry, with the d-pawn. So d takes c6 after c5. Who knows? I'll Google it later. Figure out what the best move is there. Huh. Okay. Well. I think maybe I can win a pawn, actually. So if I take here, actually, and it's nice because I get a passer. So, yeah, if I take here, he has to take back with the d-pawn. And then my d-pawn is passed at that point. So that looks strong. And then I'm attacking this f-pawn more than he's defending it. So, like, after he takes, I take. Of course, that gives him a pass pawn. Oh, whatever. It looks fun. If he ever pushes it, his knight's in trouble. Unless his bishop can see him. We'll see. So I've got my passer. That's good news. And again, I can win a pawn on f5. But then it's sort of vulnerable to discovery from the knight a little bit. Take, 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 take. And then I just take the rook whenever he moves his knight. He can move his knight here. But this comes with check. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, let's do that. This guy's around my rating strength. I don't know what my rating is going to end up being on this site. It remains to be seen. Every rating system is going to have its ups and downs compared to the rating system, like the national rating system that you're used to. Oh, this knight's on it. What am I doing? I'm not winning a pawn. All right. Okay, so let's pin this knight, just for fun. Now I want to move this knight here. Knight e4 is coming. Let's see. I guess he's going to play to push this pawn. I'm going to play to push this pawn. But not too quickly. He's a protected passer, and I don't really need to push him for now. It needs to be looming for the endgame. Just something that he always has to keep in mind for later. Makes his game harder, I guess, just to have this here. My game, I don't know. If he pushes this too far, I could just win it. Alright, so he's unpinning. I don't really want to take. Maybe I'll put my rook here on the same file as his passer. Just general principle. And that is certainly where his rook belongs. Well, let's see. I wish I had my light squared bishop. That'd be nice to put one right here. This knight looks awfully pitiful right here. How do I improve his life? I guess I can take and then move my knight here. Once I take, he doesn't have any control over the square, so that looks like it's good. I guess long term, his bishop can be trouble against, because I don't have a bishop anymore on the dark squares. But at least for now, my knight looks good here. And then my other knight can come in this way, where he looks a little bit better than he does now on e2. So that's something. Okay. Now I gotta double check. Is that really where I want to go with this knight? Maybe this knight belongs here. I mean, all the activity is on the queen side right now. And after, a move like b3, he doesn't have any targets over here, so he's not going to be playing over here. Yeah, I think I will. I will play my knight this way. Half expected that move. Just because his knight, I knew it's a possibility. He does have two loose pawns here that I can attack with my queen. No, yeah, but he can defend with b6. So queen a5, b6, and then my queen doesn't have any targets over here. So that's sort of a lost cause. So maybe queen here. She can be kicked around. Yeah, once here, I don't have very many squares. Jeez, poor queen. She's barely in the game. Okay, I'm gonna go here. I'm down on time, as always. Thinking out loud really slows you down, and that's good and bad, So my thinking with queen here is that it gives me another option to take back should he take on g3. So knight takes g3, I can play queen takes as well as knight takes. And I feel like queen takes is a little better because it makes this move harder. Yeah, so I'm going to come back this way. Now I'm threatening knight here. And really, with three major pieces there, that's tough to deal with. Like, if he moves one of these, I'm still forking the other two. So, what are you gonna do now? That's rough. I don't know what I would do as black. This is a tough position. All of a sudden, trading rooks here was a mistake for sure. Because now I own this square, and nothing you can do can stop me. It seems like. Maybe he'll prove me wrong here, but I think knight f6 is coming, and it's going to be devastating. Okay, here's something. He could play rook to f8. That way, if I check him, he moves his king. I can't take his queen because rook takes f1 mate. Yeah, I fully expect now rook f8. That saves the day. No. Okay, so now I win a bishop. So the knight fork, I take his queen, and he takes my queen. And I've got the extra piece. So this is still good for me. It's better than winning the exchange, actually. He should have just moved his queen. Like if that's what all he was considering. All right, let's make a move. So the question is now, do I take it? I think I take it. If I take the queen, or sorry, I take the bishop, he takes my queen, and then his he doesn't have a passer anymore. Like it's harder to promote. Yeah, that makes life more difficult for him. If he didn't see the fork, this move is really shocking. But of course, I'm pretty sure he saw the fork because he's trying to block my defense of that square. And this sort of gives him the option to keep the queens on the board, which I'm fine with that. And he's down on time. Well, let's see if he wants to play again. Well, yeah, I don't know. I should probably end the video. All right, so let's see the. I don't know. Let's just go through this. So, so this is a special attack. I forget the name. Against the King's Indian. So I'm not sure if I should allow. Maybe instead of pushing it immediately, I should have just played bishop e3. He is threatening to win my pawn. So yeah, I gotta look this up because just knowing that this opening is good against the King's Indian isn't enough. I actually need to know what to do once I've played the opening. So, okay. Yeah, so here I think is where I went wrong. Pretty sure. Because his knight there is I don't know, while I was able to work around it, I shouldn't have left him. I shouldn't have let him do that. Anyway, with the game the way it went, I ended up just calculating sort of like one more move than this guy at some point. Well, no, the pawns are even, aren't they? Yeah, I just have a more advanced passer than he does. And yeah, I mean, it's just unfortunate that he traded rooks here. He really needs to move his bishop back or something to defend this square. So right now I'm threatening here, and trading rooks does not help. It makes things worse, actually. So now he should have, yeah, like I said, played rook f8. That saves the day completely. Better than bishop here was just moving the queen anywhere, because then you're only losing the exchange. Bishop here, I just take it, and I'm up a piece. So yeah, so there's that check, and he moves the bishop here, and I just take it. And the line I was looking at was, oh, can I not analyze? Oh, I don't want to. How do I do this? Come on. Seems like I don't want a computer analysis. I just want to move the pieces. Come on. Huh. No. Okay, anyway. I hope you enjoyed it. We will see you next time.